Well, can you make a knife out of a hand file? Let's go find out. Hand files. You know, I was told a long time ago by an old blacksmith, bladesmith, that if you show him a knife made out of a file, he'll show you a file. And he's not wrong. He really isn't. The control piece we have here, it did break. We saw it. It is what it is. Um, We got it to bend a little bit and then it snapped. You know, you look at the grain structure of this and it's tight. It's relatively uniform. Um, Still granulated. So, but the control still had its purpose. It did bend, right? We did soften it a little bit. It did bend, and then it got more than what it could stand and busted over. The initial water quench wasn't too bad. There's a little bit of crystallization in there, which is not what you want to see. And slightly larger grain than our control, you know. And I mean, it basically, this right here was super hard. It shattered. And we didn't even get a solid hit on it. I actually think I careened the hammer off the vise before it hit it. That's what it felt like, at least. Kind of touched that bottom of the hammer on that vise before it hit it. And it still just shattered first hit. And it wasn't even a strong hit. And when you compare the two, pre-temper and post-temper, you can see a decided difference. A little bit more organized grain structure, definitely smaller grain structure. And, you know, it was still super hard though. Like, this probably could have done with a couple tempering cycles at probably much hotter than what I put it in there for. But the grain structure is definitely better when you look at the pre-temper versus the post-temper. The oil pre-temper, you know, isn't too bad at all. Super tight grain, did not snap on the first hit. And when we look at it post-temper, you can definitely see the difference pre-temper versus post-temper in the structure of the grain and the organization of the grain. Can you make a knife out of a hand file? Absolutely. Just be careful with your procedural steps leading up to the quench and temper, because that's going to decide whether your blade lives or dies from moving forward. Stay safe out there. Be well. And as always, forge on.